So just like take a seat and get comfortable, ready when you are.
I think mental health and well-being is really important at university because you're juggling a lot of things.
Your mental health affects like everything. How you're being social, how you do your work, how you get out of bed in the morning.
Clear mental health and a positive mindset actually helps.
I always thought mental health was an excuse that people made for their own failures. It slowly hit me that mental health issues are real. People don't talk about it because it's a stigma.
It's a stigma for students to discuss.
There is still stigma associated with mental health.
I've definitely struggled with perfectionism and also comparing myself to others.
And I realised that comparison was a thief of joy.
I think it's really common in other students, so I was really homesick.
Homesickness.
I do get homesick quite often.
There was a moment where I noticed that I wasn't able to fulfill my expectations and the expectations upon me.
And when I don't meet those goals, I kind of become depressed, I guess.
I've had 2 major depressive periods in my life, both of them capped by some kind of suicidal ideation.
I have ADHD, so when I came to university, I was like, well, I have opportunities for like exam support.
I had a really bad accident, and due to that, my dissertation had to be deferred for about 7 months.
I did access support services at the university. I was accessing counselling services as well, and they were really, really useful. They helped me put in place tools and like contextualize some of the things that I was thinking about. Yeah.
I think after a year and a half of me struggling to attend my classes, also go through physio and my healing process, I was really grateful to the counseling and well-being team here at Cardiff University.
Extenuating circumstances have been extremely useful this year. They've been so nice, so lovely. Always checking in, like saying an email, do you need mental health help? And the counselling and the CSL was lovely as well. Like, everyone's so nice.
Last semester I did the anxiety and the low mood courses. It was just nice to know that at a point in the week you'd go to a place and there would be people who feel just like you.
I also took help from the Wellbeing Connect team here in Cardiff University. That experience really impacted me. It made me feel empowered too. It's like my concerns were validated, accepted here.
I am a residence life assistant. We have our coffee lounge. When people come for coffee, hot chocolate, we ask them how's their day going. Interactions like that, I think, help students be more confident in approaching us.
In my first year, I really enjoyed kind of low-key events in Freshers' Fairs, like the crafting events and the flower pot events.
Getting into clubs and societies has helped me a lot.
Engaging in the social activities that are happening, even this, I have enjoyed speaking to people, talking to people. It makes my anxiety a lot less.
I have a good group of friends, so it's easier to kind of balance going out, socializing, and also prioritizing alone time, because I think that is important too.
I really like to journal.
I've started journaling.
I wake up and essentially write down everything in my head and how I can like incorporate those in my daily life.
Something that I really enjoy that makes me feel a bit happier is like going for a walk to the park.
I have a rule at university where I have to leave the house for at least 20 minutes every day.
Go out for walks.
I literally always go for runs, walks. It's really important to keep up a good diet and keep healthy because it helps your brain and your body really.
My advice is to be just a bit brave to get out your comfortable zone. Yeah.
There's always someone there to help you, whether it's your family back home or your new family here at the uni.
Sometimes this is okay not to be okay.
And we're all exactly the same. Everyone's got the same stress and worries. And it just takes someone to reach out and be like, are you okay?
Everyone deserves to make their lives a little better. You don't need to be suffering to make your life better.
Have a positive mindset.
And meet new people.
Reach out, make friends.
Help is everywhere.
You really can just talk to anybody.
And also you're not alone in how you feel.
It is just really nice to have like an outlet to talk about it and hopefully help others with it.
like what I'm doing today. It was something that I just signed up for. I'm meeting really nice people today.
I think the main thing is to just start speaking about it. And the more people speak about it, the more normalized it will become to be open about your mental health.